Hi everybody, in this video I'll be going over my entire financial portfolio at the young age of 19. Later I'll tell you a bit about what I plan to do with this portfolio and share with you some of my investment approaches when investing in the stock market. Just a quick disclaimer before we start, I'm not doing this video to make any sort of point. I'm well aware that many other young adults have portfolios much more impressive than mine. I simply want to make this video to share with you guys my financial journey thus far and hope to inspire other teens and young adults to save and invest wisely. With that being said, if you like finance and want to follow my journey towards financial independence, go ahead and tap that subscribe button down below. Alright, let's go ahead and start with my first major account, and that is my Robinhood portfolio. Currently, at the time of this recording, my investments are worth a little over $21,000, with about $5,000 of that in buying power. My biggest holding is in the SPY S&P 500 ETF Trust. Currently, I own about 13.5 shares of SPY, worth a little over $5,300. Next up, we have VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. I currently own 21 shares worth about $4,150. After that, we have the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. My current position in this ETF is about 19 shares worth $1,500. The last ETF in my portfolio is the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF. I have about 35 shares worth roughly $2,000. Yes, the majority of my investment portfolio is in index funds, and for good reason too. I'll explain more about this later. Oh, also, we have Apple and Tesla too. We can't forget about those two powerhouses, at least until recently. After those, I just have a few smaller holdings that I bought earlier before when I first started investing. Probably gonna sell these once they recover. By the way, we do have another S&P 500 ETF here. I made a decision earlier in my investment journey to own SPY over VU, so that's why it is here on a selling list. Alright, moving on to the next asset on the list, cash. Right now, between my bank account and paper cash, I have roughly around $84,000 in liquidity. I know what you guys might be thinking right now.
Lad, that's too much cash to keep in hand relative to your portfolio. You should do something with that money to better your investment position.
Even though you guys are right, by all indications, we are going to go through a worse recession this upcoming year than we did in 2022.
No! God, please, no! No!
With that in mind, I want to keep more cash in hand in case any sweet opportunities come along the way. Next up, we're going to talk about miscellaneous holdings. My portfolio consists of roughly $4,000 in Pokemon cards and certain sealed products. With the hype bubble in 2021, I decided to join back into my childhood hobby and bought several Pokemon products. I was able to find a guy who was willing to sell me these products at a price much lower than market price. In addition, around this time, I bought a $2,000 gold piece for my collection. I also have very small amounts in other brokerages accounts such as my Roth IRA account that I'm not going to consider towards my portfolio at this point of time due to its insignificant size. Alright, adding everything up, we have a total of $35,400. What is the first thing you would buy with this money? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, now I want to talk about my investment approach and what I plan to do with this portfolio in 2023. My investment approach has been quite conservative thus far. Ever since I started investing earlier this year, I've taken Grant Stefan's ultimate advice to dollar cost average in a safe index fund, as this method is proven to be the safest long-term approach backed by a century's worth of data. This strategy does have its limitations. This method is very efficient at keeping wealth, but for a young investor like me who doesn't have much capital compared to wealthy investors, it might be too slow. I believe I need to tweak my strategy moving forward. That's why I plan to start trading options and maybe even some day trading this upcoming year. Even though I am seeking this more risky course of action, I will continue to implement my conservative approach and dollar cost averaging in an index fund, but just at a much slower pace. In addition, I will continue to save as much money as I can and leverage virtually every dollar in my bank account towards an investment so I can eventually reach a state where I can be financially free. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to investing, I put a Robinhood link down below in the description of this video. Go make an account right now and you'll get a free stock worth upwards of $200. Until next time, stay safe and happy holidays everybody.